Ooh,
Hi, welcome to Pretty Heated.
getting pretty heated in here.
It's getting heated.
It's heated. It's actually, we are getting heated right off the hop.
We are getting heated to start. We were just talking about if anyone knows who Charlie Howard is. She's like a really amazing model, etc., and is just complaining on her stories about this man who asked her if she's ever going to be smaller than she is because she's too big right now and she's like a size
Please
8.
read it. Read what she said.
I just like, what are men? All of you. What are you guys doing? So this is her story. It says, in case you're wondering how dating's going, been on 7 dates with this guy. He just messaged me this evening saying that I'm the, quote, biggest woman he's ever dated and asked, will I ever get bigger than this, as ideally I'd be smaller. He said if I ever put on any more weight, it would be a deal breaker. And shall we go for a jog together? Oh, and he's told me it's best if I don't tell anyone about this conversation, so I am.
Holy fuck.
Mind you, yeah, she's like an artist model, has 400,000. I just, again, not that it's okay to say this to a regular woman, but it's like there is no hope because they hate women.
They literally hate women. Like, you hate women. Why are you on a dating app looking for a woman when you hate women?
Why are you going on 7 dates with someone who you've known looks the way they look the entire time? What, you just thought like you'd casually drop it in after a while and hopefully she'd disappear for you?
Literally disappear. He's like, like the next thing he's going to say to her is, do you know, like, Ozempic exists? Like,
It's
I just
so
don't know.
infuriating.
I know. And I have, like, I know I'm in a relationship with a woman. And so, like, I really have no room to speak. But I look like, I don't know, all of you guys who are dealing with this, I actually am like, I'm sorry. Like, that's all I can say. I'm sorry.
No,
I
the
don't
men in
know.
my life always get so offended when I'm like, you're all gay. And they're like, oh, no one's, like, not every guy's into, and I'm like, the thing is, though, you don't like women. So, like, I don't know
And maybe
how,
you're not gay, but you literally don't like women. So I don't know what that is.
but if you like
You're,
men more than you like women, again, I don't know what that is, but it's something.
it's fucking misogyny and just, I can't. I actually can't. Like, I'm looking at, and again, like you said, I'm like, if that's what's happening to her, like, everybody else is, we're all fucked. Everybody's fucked.
It's a nightmare out here.
And
Have
like,
you?
just from like a deeper standpoint, like, you don't respect women, you hate women like day to day. So like the women you're interacting with in your job and in your everyday life and like your mom, like, I'm like, we need help.
Right, but men are always like, well, I love my mom. And it's like, yeah, because you don't view her as like something you're going to sexually conquer. So you've
Some of
given
them
up
do.
on like, well, and that's a whole other breed of douche canoe disgust. But like like you can only appreciate the woman who wait on you hand and foot, which is usually your mother and like your sisters, and who think the sun shines out of your ass and are never going to actually ask anything of you. Them you're fine with. But women who you want to dominate, men are just, and it's like, we were just talking, I'm like, unfortunately, like, why? You want to talk about sexuality being a disease? Straightness is the disease. Being a straight woman is a crime that I
It
commit
is.
every day against my will,
No, it's not a
too.
crime. It's just unfortunate. It's sad. I'm sorry
It's
that
like
you're
kleptomania. It's like, I
I'm
can't
sorry you
help
were born
it.
this way.
I wish I could get a lobotomy and just be into women. It's like, I love women so much. Why can't I respect women? I think women are beautiful and hot. Why can't I be into women?
I know. I was telling my wife this morning about somebody in my life who was talking about potentially wanting to date women because they love women, but they're not, their hardest thing is they just don't feel like sexually attracted to women. And then this is so full circle. Sarah goes, oh, she just probably hasn't found the right woman yet. And I'm like, this feels like the straight people being like, she hasn't found the
You
right
just
man.
haven't met the right guy
She
yet.
hasn't met the right woman. And I was like, no, I agree, babe.
But I think
Anyway, I
that
don't know what's
is the
happening.
reality. You do have to meet the right person, whoever it is that you're into. But like, listen, I don't know. It's tough out there. Did you hear there was like this, just on the topic of like Ozempic and getting skinnier?
Mhm.
It's this poem by, oh my God, I can't remember his name. His name is Marty McConnell, and the poem is called Frida Kahlo to Marty McConnell. And I think it's like written from his perspective of her heartbreak or something. It's the most beautiful poem ever.
Oh, well, we should post it in the show notes.
I will. It's really, really beautiful. But there's a part where it says, It's such a good poem. I could cry reading it. You make him call before he visits. You take a lover for granted. You take a lover who looks at you like maybe you are magic. Make the first bottle you consume in this place a relic. Place it on whatever altar you fashion with a knife and 5 cranberries. Don't lose too much weight. Stupid girls are always trying to disappear as revenge, and you are not stupid.
Oh, send this to her right away, right now.
I
Stop the
literally should.
podcast.
I've actually DM'd her
God,
before,
it's
so
so
like,
true. It is so true. We're always trying to disappear. We're always trying to shrink ourselves in a world where we need to get bigger and louder, especially right now when men who are in power are doing the most disgusting things you've ever seen. We need to get bigger and louder.
truly. It's just like literally take up more space because the thing is, they hate you anyway. They're gonna, if that
Exactly.
person wasn't gonna like you at your, like, they're not gonna like you at a size 2 because the thing is, they just
No.
don't like you.
And more importantly, you're not going to like you
No.
because you are becoming somebody that everybody else wants you to be.
So fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit, man.
Anyway, welcome to Pretty Heated.
It is getting, see, it's getting pretty fucking heated in here, as it always fucking does.
We named it for a reason, guys. We know we love to
Exactly.
rant. After 7 episodes, you should be used to us running our mouths. Someone out there right now is like, these are the girls I'm talking about who need to shut up. It's you guys.
They like screenshot, send to their group. These women need to shut the fuck up and get smaller.
And get smaller. This is why I'm single, but it's fine. So something else that I'm pretty heated about
Tell me.
is we have this little podcast called Pretty Heated.
Yep.
Which was developed out of obsession and love and a community feeling of true admiration for the work of a certain group of people. And those people would be the cast and creators and writers of Heated Rivalry. Wow, we
Slay.
love them. We want to support them so much that we're going to start a podcast in which we talk about the show.
Absolutely.
And when they do fun things, we bring it up and we get to communicate about it. And so, Becky, I would like to ask you, have you watched Saturday Night Live recently?
Did not watch Saturday Night Live yet. Okay, yet. I have. Okay, hear me the fuck out. I am a wedding photographer who flew away this weekend to shoot a wedding, and I couldn't. And weddings, what day do they usually happen, Jess?
I don't know. Any given day of the week, Friday, Saturday.
They're usually Saturday Night Lives. So I plan on watching it. I have You're right. I dropped the fucking ball. We're supposed to be talking about it today, and I dropped the fucking ball. So you give me all the spoilers, and I will still watch it tonight, okay? I have it pulled up. Should we watch that today?
Yes, we should watch that live. It's actually so good and cute and amazing. Have you seen any clips? Have you seen clips?
Yes, I've seen lots of clips, yeah.
Okay, so you've seen like the majority of the big skits then?
I have, yeah. But like,
did you see his monologue?
I didn't.
Okay, there's some stuff for you to see. He's so good. He's so good.
Talk about it. You talk about it right now. Tell me everything you want. I want to hear it, and then I'm going to watch it.
I'm just so proud of him. It's so cool. People, you know what? I don't even care. I'm just going to tell you how I feel. I don't care how other people feel.
Yep. I don't give a shit.
It was magical. He's so well dressed. His monologue, hilariously, probably could have been better, but the crowd, understandably, I would have been one of them, didn't shut the fuck up the entire time. Like, it was like when they talk about how like famous stand-up comedians like can't really judge if they're funny anymore because people just laugh at like their cadence, like Jerry Seinfeld, like people are gonna laugh at whatever you say because you're Jerry Seinfeld. So yeah, like everyone was just like the whole time like, take your top off, you know what I mean? Like everyone was just full tilt.
Getting right into it.
But he did so good. He was so excited. There was like some drama because everyone was like, he's bringing out the American hockey players, the male hockey players.
I have a question for you.
Tell me
about this. Did they plan on having these hockey teams before all of the hullabaloo?
Well, I mean, I don't know how they could have possibly, but that would have been a very short period of time, right? Because they won and that video came out like less than 12 hours later. So like maybe they had been booked in that, but I think truly it was good. Somebody was doing good PR and was like, hey, can we get the boys on? And they are trying to defend their love for the women and all that shit. They're on a PR tour right now, all of those boys. Like they're trying to bring it back. I don't know that it's working.
That's why I was wondering why the boys would be there.
Well, also they are managed by the same company as Connor. they have the same management, not team, but like I think it's CAA. So like there's overlap. They kind of, in my opinion, on my uninformed opinion, like not sabotage, but ambushed his night, right? Like they're like, everyone loves Connor. Can we get these guys on with Connor? Because that would be a
Good
real
PR.
saving face. Yeah.
That makes me so mad. It kind of brings tears to my eyes. It makes me so mad. But anyway.
And he's such an angel. And anyway, obviously then I don't know whose idea it was, whether his team's, the team of SNL, everyone's was like, cool, if we're bringing the boys and we're bringing the girls, which was awesome. And there was like, apparently there was a lot of boos for the boys that they took out in the like recording, but the claps are polite. And then the girls come out and everyone just like loses their mind. And Connor was so cute about them. And Hudson absolutely fucking ignored the boys at the end. It was hilarious. He said hi to everyone but them.
That clip. He like
angel.
Turned around, saw one of the like Hughes.
And he like laughs at one of them. Yeah. And the guy like says something. He's like, it almost looks, again, I'm reading into the situation, but because Connor or Hudson looks and like, and whatever. And the guy, one of the fucking cavemen, says something at him. And then he whispers to the girl, and it just looks
she's like, I'm not on your team either, babe.
Yeah, she's like, just so you know, I hate you.
Yeah, just so you know. But you know what? Everybody, I saw this on the internet last night. The internet. I think it was on TikTok. Somebody was like, you know what? Both teams got the night they deserved. The girls, Flava Flav, they did it, right? They did it up, or they're doing it. They did it.
I don't know if it happened, but yes.
Yeah, like the boys got to listen to some old dusty Cheeto talk to them for fucking a half an hour about nothing, and then they had to just like appease him and sit there. Like, how fucking boring. And the girls are gonna get to have the night they deserve, so yeah, we're all good.
We all know where we end up, where we're supposed to eventually. Some of you is eating McDonald's and matching pajamas in an old man's dining room, and other people it's partying in Vegas, so but yeah, it was amazing. The skits were cute and funny. He did a great job. Like the fact that he can do that, I mean, again, obviously he's been acting his whole life, but like that SNL is like, not that you would know, but notoriously
oh, totally. And I know that about SNL.
It's notoriously like the high bar of like skill set to be on there and do it well. And he was funny and sexy, and he brought one of the sketches is like a character he created from like his clowning days. So like just huge that they like did that. And there was also like so many crossovers between the boys, and he had like leopard tidy, like a Speedo on, which obviously is like a callback to Hudson's like little freaky deaky cat amateur film that he did. And Hudson came out, and you know what?
Okay, so that wasn't expected, right? That was a surprise?
Everyone had seen Hudson the night before in SNL or in New York, so people thought that he was coming. Yeah, there's like he knew. Everyone was like, he was so shocked, but I'm like, I think he knew.
He was
obviously he knew. Yeah, and acting like he's an actor.
And he's an actor, right? What?
But I will say, like, I knew he was coming. I didn't know he was coming at that point, or I had heard that he was in New York. And like, Connie baby, I love you. I don't know, I might have a favorite and like the way I felt when Hudson came out on the ice, I was like, he's so. Anyway, I love them both. I'm not gonna have a favorite.
No, who's your favorite? Gun to your head.
It's like so against everything in me, but I think it's Hudson.
This is wild. Do you remember the first thing you texted me when I told you to watch Heated Rivalry?
I was like, I'm so not into Shane.
What you're literally like, what? I don't get it, but whatever. Like the other guy's hot.
And he is, but like in real life, Connor's like my sweet baby angel, and like I want to jump Hudson's bones.
Okay, yeah.
And like I jump Connor's bones too, but like then I feel like we just end up talking all night and like telling each other secrets, which like I'm not against. That's the night I would also like to have. Hudson just really does a pitter patter in my heart.
Yeah, that's so fair. I mean, I get it.
He's so cute.
It's so fair. He's so cute.
And then they announced the band together, and then he was out at the end with him, and I guess like he was standing at the back and everyone pushed him forward. And it was just like, again, it's so parasocial, but I love that they truly are best friends and like love each other that much. Because again, what a massive thing for Connor to share that with him. Like he doesn't have 100%. To do that, but he loves him enough that he's like, I fucking want you to come and like hang out with me. Are you kidding? Like, please be in a sketch.
And for him to for Hudson to not want to steal his thunder, you know, like he knows how big of a moment it is for him. So it's really special. They have a very special, respectful, beautiful relationship.
It was very cute. And like Jacob
No.
Tierney and Rachel and Robbie GK were all there. And apparently, I don't know if it's true, but Rachel posted in her story yesterday that it was she had never met Robbie before. She was like, fun fact,
What?
this is the first time I've ever met Robbie in real life.
What?
I know. Well, he didn't go to the premiere. I think he talked about that on Empty Netters. He didn't go to the premiere because he had like another job. So and it was like not a big deal at the time. So he was just like, oh, sorry, I can't make it.
Yeah.
So they never met. And obviously she wasn't at everything filming. And I assume she
Right.
was mostly with just like Connor and Ilya, the same fucking person, Ilya and Shane, that stuff. So yeah, they never met, but I guess they went for
Crazy.
brunch.
Oh my God. That's
And then
so
Connor
crazy. Well, that's fun.
immediately flew and was at the ACTRA Awards or the AFTRA or whatever it is,
Wearing
SAG-AFTRA,
his diamond choker.
matching his boyfriend previously dressed at another SAG-AFTRA event. It's too
You
much.
are so on it. I literally am like, oh my God. I'm like learning things from Jess. She's just allowing me to be on this podcast, to be honest with you. She's like
Please.
informing me. I'm like, hee hee.
Yeah,
Sounds
just a
amazing.
deep mental illness.
No, I'm just like lost in the sauce.
Anyway, it was great. You need to watch it. And you'll see at the end, Connor does his finale speech, his final monologue, and his thank you speech, and he thanks Lauren Michaels. So not Lauren, but he does thank Lauren Michaels for allowing him to be on the show. And so like now you and Connor both can know who Lauren.
Oh my God, Lauren.
Lauren.
Speaking of Lauren, have you watched Love Story yet?
Yes, watching it.
I'm not watching it, but I will.
Yeah, who was I just talking about that with? Oh, Riley. Shout out. Hi, Riley. We were just talking about Love Story, and he wants to come on and do an episode where we talk about it. Because I was like, I don't think Becky's watching it, but I will make her watch it, and we'll have him on as a guest. Because he's also like deep in the sauce with TV and just like culture, and that's all me and him ever rant
gunning
about.
for my job.
He's coming in.
I really need to step it up.
We started a whole plan. He was like, we're just going to start a business, the three of us. And like, he's like, I'll get the website right now. Like, I'll get the domain. Tell me. So
what
hi,
is
Riley.
it? What's our new business?
We don't know. We'll figure it out.
Am I in this?
No, like the three of us. He was just like,
oh, okay.
Get us in a room together. And he was like, we'll end up starting something.
Well, always.
Yeah.
Always. There's magic in that. I love friends like that like instantly when I'm with them and I'm like, what business are we starting? And there's so many like fake businesses that we've started and I'm like, these are beautiful.
No, but they all should exist, just who has the time.
Yeah, and they all have a special place in my heart.
They all are thriving business in my heart.
Somewhere I'm making money, not this universe.
I am rich in every universe. That's what they tell you to say.
Besides this one.
All the money I dream of is already mine.
Let me see your nails today.
They're the same. They're just the blackies with the stripies.
Oh, they look good.
I need to get them redone.
Wait, are they stripes? Oh yeah. Bring them closer.
Like, you can't really see with the glare. Wait, let me. You see?
Well, yeah, because they look like cat eye.
Yeah, they kind of do from far away.
Yeah, I love that.
They actually kind of match my shirt.
They do. Oh, look at you.
So good.
Matching Matcherton.
Okay, well, we are on episode, guys, I don't want to say it, but this is part 6 of 6.
6 of 6. We did it. We're doing it.
We are about to complete the final episode of Heated Rivalry season 1, which feels crazy because
well, it is crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah, so folks, this is it. We have come to the end, the episode really I think we've all been waiting for. We finished well, and I will say some people's favorite episode is episode 5, which fair. Great episode of TV. We got spoiled with episode 6.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like episode 5 was, I don't know, they're just different. I was going to say it's probably my favorite episode too, but I'm like, they're just so different.
Yes. And I think episode 6 also, I find that it grows on people. I think the first time people watch it, especially immediately after the like huge, epic showing that is episode 5 and that like massive ending, I think episode 6 can feel a little quiet to people.
It can, but it was really necessary. You know what I mean? Like,
very much so.
Yeah, it was like, I can definitely see why it would feel quiet, but it's like, it was like the calm after the storm, like the
Yeah.
good storm.
And also, like, they deserved that so much, which we'll get
100%.
into.
And all queer people do. Okay.
Um, so yeah,
Where
we're
are you
kicking
gonna
off
start, baby
episode
girl?
6. It is called The Cottage. The
Cottage.
Cottage.
Okay. And we're starting
Um,
right off at the MLH Awards. Is that where
yep,
you are, girly?
I
Okay.
am. All right, and
Amazing.
we're in. Yeah, let's boogie down. We're at the MLH Awards. It is Scott Hunter's big night again
Mm-hmm.
because we just saw him have a really big night and some big things happening, and we are finding out that it's the MLH Awards and he has won MVP.
Let's go, Scotty.
Let's go, Scott. And yeah, as he's saying, it's like a few weeks ago he achieved his lifelong dream of winning the Stanley Cup. And he's like talking to the audience and accepting this award. And obviously saying like what a massive deal that was, like this huge honor, this crazy thing that he dreamt of his entire life. And then he's like,
Mm-hmm.
but also something that's gotten more attention than winning the cup is just this little thing where I chose to come out in the most ridiculously public way possible.
Which
Um,
we all loved it, though. We all needed it, Scott.
we did. And this is just like, it's such a nice way. I sometimes forget this episode starts like this
Yeah, me too. I
because
always just
it's
am picturing Connor immediately in his full black outfit. But yeah, this is a really important like piece to tie. It's especially to tie up their story.
percent. And so we're
Yeah.
kind of flashing back from the awards to Kip and his friends at the Kingfisher. We're
Mm-hmm.
getting Maria and Elena in the same room for people like
Mm-hmm.
me, as well as Kyle. Kyle, and do we ever know his catering friend's name? I don't know if it ever says his
Yes,
name.
we do at the beginning. I think only because it was like in the caption, like the
This,
captions. But
yeah,
yeah,
the closed
I don't.
captions.
Anyway, I don't know it right now. So
Anyway, so he's there.
he's there.
But yeah, so Scott's talking about like how he came out and since then, which so um mirroring with the show, talking about how many fans have reached out of like how important him doing that and how
Mm-hmm.
seeing that on TV and seeing someone make that choice like has affirmed them and made them feel seen and made them feel, even if they can't be out in their own life, just accepted. And that's what the show
Yeah,
literally was doing for people in real
I was
time.
gonna say it's like Inception.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's talking about, you know, this language that I always heard in the locker room and that was thrown around on the ice as an insult. Like, it was a thing that I realized I was, and it made me feel different. And that was always something I've struggled with, and I wanted to keep my life really private. And then he says, fear is a powerful thing. But this year, I found the one thing more powerful, which is love.
With
And
love.
truly love, like giving love, having people love you and accept you. It's so magical. So he shouts out Kip, who's at the bar with all his friends, which why
He's like,
wasn't
I
he at the
love you.
awards?
I know we're confused about that one. I'm still confused about that one. I would like to talk to Rachel about that. Can we get Rachel on the phone?
Yeah, and I'm like, was it just to tie up, like, all, like, to get his friends in it again? I guess also it's like a coverage thing with showing the crowd at the awards.
Right, but like they could have done that anyway. It's fine.
Anyway, we're moving right along. We've got Shane nervously in his car, and the Russian assassin, bro,
Uh,
he could take me out, no weapons needed. Like,
he almost did.
he's so hot. The backwards hat and sweatpants, like, that is the ultimate whatever you want.
Oh my God. It's so hot. He's just
It's
like, and his cutoff. He's kind of giving like a little greasy, but in like a great way. You know what I mean?
No, like in the exact way that I want it. He's
Exactly.
so hot, and he gets in the car, and he's like, "Is this a Jeep?"
Just
And Shane's like,
instantly, like not even like, hey, I want to jump your bones and make out with you. Like, this is Jeep.
he's like, "What's your stupid car about? Why do you have this? It's gross. Why are you driving a mom van?" And Shane's like, "I'm not. It's practical." But
You
yeah,
need
so yeah,
two people like that in a relationship.
yes, we're getting that. You know, he kind of snuck his way through the airport, which I don't imagine is easy in the Ottawa airport when you're like, I
Have you
don't
been to
know,
the Ottawa airport?
not as an adult, not in a very long time.
It's like so boring,
Yeah,
but like so small.
well, imagine that man walking through it. Not boring.
I know, not boring at all. It's just I just pictured it blowing up behind him as he was walking.
Truly, just like everyone fainting and dying and like, yeah. So Shane's like making, nervous conversation. There's obviously some tension, be it awkward tension or sexual tension. They haven't seen each other in a while in this way, because the last time they hooked up would have been Florida, right? That's the last time we saw them hook up, because then they
Yeah,
were supposed to hook up and then Shane got his bell rung and then
right.
so,
That's
like,
right. Yeah, it's been a while.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can feel it. Have you ever been in a situation like this?
Oh
It's
my
like
god, it's
you're
so
like,
terrifying.
"Oh my god, it brought me right back."
When you have
I was
someone
like,
come
"Oh."
visit you and, like,
Yes.
or you go visit someone and it's, like, it feels, so intimate, because it is. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so scary.
Well, when Shane was like to relax with you
For
for
once.
once, which is what's happening next, and or when he was like, "Yeah, I'm, like, also, like, terrified, yeah." It cracks the scene, like, Ilya's like, "Oh, yeah, it's also terrifying, yeah? Like, that we're doing this? Isn't this crazy and weird?" But
Yep.
he acknowledges it, and I love that.
Yeah, I love that. I would like to relax, because again, he's so business still about it, but he's like,
Mhm,
Shane immediately is like, "I'm putting the things out on the table that I want to say and do, because I don't know
mhm.
if I'll say them otherwise." So he's so pragmatic, and then Ilya's like, "Yeah, but this is fucking scary." And then Ilya, as always, Ilya is the king of contact. He always breaks the awkwardness. He does always
Yeah.
touch Shane first, which I appreciate as someone who is too nervous to do that sometimes. He always is the one to, like, cross the little invisible lines.
We gotta find you your Ilya.
Oh god. I need to stop dating blonde hair, blue eyes though. I've got like 3 types and that's one of them, and that one needs to go. They've done me no
Alright,
service.
cut. Moving right along.
I mean, unless Connor story, well, yeah, come
Coming?
come please. So we're at the cottage. We have made it to the beautiful cottage, which now is a
Gorgeous.
rentable Airbnb. We must go.
Please sponsor us. We'll do a podcast episode there. Everyone will be excited.
It'll be
Come
so
on,
hot. We'll do whatever
let's
you want in
go.
any of the rooms.
Uh,
I'm
so
not
I
even
hear it's
kidding.
$12,000 a night.
They were like, "We're not opening it to just anyone."
Yeah, they're like, "No, not all of you bitches are getting in."
Not you poor weirdos. Um,
As
so
always.
Shane carries Ilya's bags in, which is so sweet, and he's doing his little Franklin thumb stance, and he's telling him about the drinks he got him and the water well, and he's just still talking because he's so nervous. And my boy Ilya says, "Enough talking," and he kisses him, and it's so that feeling again when you've like gone and you haven't like kissed, and that moment where you're like waiting for that to happen
Oh,
is so
like,
juicy.
release.
It's so juicy, and so they're kissing and
Like,
canoodling and
stumbling and
knocking things
laying and
over.
falling.
Ugh, and they're both so hot. Shane's shorts do not do it for me.
No, he must have lost the stylist.
Yeah, she was like, "You know what? You seem distracted, and you haven't been answering my emails somehow." Ilya's right to hands down the pants, quick as can be. He came here for a reason, and Shane,
Literally.
as always, which I was thinking, men really must hold it together. Or try to. Honestly, they don't. But, like, so much in this, they're just always like, "I'm gonna come really fast," as a heads up. Like, they both and they do so fast in every scene. So I'm like, is that just a thing when it's 2 dudes that you just, like, understand you don't have to hold your nut?
That must be so nice.
Because they don't
Like,
have to
just
wait
like
to try and get a woman to
yeah.
orgasm. They're just like, "I'm just gonna come now because you
Yeah,
are too."
we're all coming, and then we're gonna come again later. So don't worry
Yes.
about it.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
must be nice. Um, and so, yeah, Shane's like, "It's been a while," and Ilya's like, "Yeah, me too, like, let me get in there," and he's like, "Wait, what do you mean you too? Like, that was,
Yeah,
like,
because he's
months."
so used to being a fuckboy central
Yeah, he's like, "I can only assume you've been fucking every girl that you
under the
see,"
sun.
and
Yeah.
we find out, like, no, that's not the case, and Ilya's like, "Yeah, like, shut
Mhm.
up, don't make a big deal about it," but, like, no.
It's so crazy though that he's not, like, texting him being like, "I'm not hooking up." It's like it's so weird that they're not, like, discussing this.
I know.
Anyway, it's fine.
And so he's still got his hands down Shane's pants, but Shane's now trying to have, like, a real conversation. He's like, "I have an idea. What about, like, while we're here for these 2 weeks, like, what if we just actually try and say how we feel, and we be honest with each other about our feelings?"
Yeah,
And Ilya
good plan.
literally is like, "Whatever the fuck you want, you stupid little slut. Give me your dick."
Yeah, literally, let's go. Like, can we not have this conversation after we come one time?
Just one time, because we both know it's gonna take 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But somehow he settles himself back down, and they have a little banter, a little role play. They're discussing which room Ilya would like at this beautiful cottage. And Shane's like in his silly, goofy mood. He's like, "Well, we have a few options, but the only one with an ensuite is my room, and that's not open to guests. which very quickly he brings said guest in and
Sir, I'm just the bellboy.
it's so cute. It's so cute. I'm just a bellboy. You can't treat the staff like this. He's like, I think I know how the staff likes to be treated.
Yes, he does.
And just that man's
and Shane keeps like waiting. He's like, I don't want this moment to end. Like this like happy feeling. Even though he like probably wants to come so badly. He's just like, I just don't want this to end.
And Ilya's like, what are you doing? And so he like gets up and he's putting down the blinds. And Ilya's like, no.
All we're in the light.
We're doing this in the light. And we get that, which if you're a fan, you've seen all the edits of it flashing back and forth between the first time they kiss and this time, and just the like insane symmetry.
Well, that like mirroring of like, obviously it was so intentional when they were filming it, but I'm like, it's identical. Like the way that they placed them, like the foresight of that for Jacob Tierney to do that is like incredible. And then like the hand on the window is like the hand on the wall. It's crazy.
It's so good. And so yeah, Shane's right to his knees like daddy likes. And we don't see it, but I'm sure it was great.
But I can picture it.
But I can imagine. Good. And we're out. It's Canadian summer, babe. We're barbecuing some burgers.
Actually, that's probably about the amount of time that it happened, hey? Like 3 seconds. And now we're outside having burgers.
Yeah, just right to it. And he's making fun of Shane. He's like, why are you making 8 burgers? Which also, yeah, they talked about on Empty Netters, but they're like, what are you talking about? That's like a pretty regular. I don't know what 2 dudes on the off season are not about to ham those burgers.
True that.
But anyway,
but
he's like,
do math?
You got do math? And so they're eating the burgers, and Shane's like, yeah, you're right. I'm stupid. And they kind of get into talking about his parents because he's like, normally I would just give them my leftovers, but obviously I've told them on this silent little retreat thing. And Ilya's like, well, tell me about them, which
they don't talk about.
No, this is a new territory. Like Ilya has never asked Shane. Shane's asked him, but Ilya's never asked him about his family.
But then Ilya being like, Una and what's his dad's name? David? Una and David, right? Because like he knows. Obviously he knows things.
Yeah,
and
he's
he
been
like
looking into them.
Researches them.
Yes.
But even though Shane's the one being like, let's be honest, and then he's kind of like closed off.
Yeah, because I think he's like, we don't talk about this, and like again,
foreign territory, help, SOS.
Yeah, you're making me a little nervous. You want to talk about this? And I think also, I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. But he is getting cagey, and like it kind of really starts to kick in when Ilya's like, "Do they know about you?" And he's like, "No." And he's like, "Oh, would they not be good about it? Like, could you not tell them?" And he's like, "No, like I think they'd be fine." I can't tell if he's like uncomfortable talking about it with Ilya, or I think probably bigger than that, it's just bringing up how uncomfortable he feels.
With his parents.
He feels bad about the betrayal that he has with his
parents. I agree,
right
because
now.
he respects his parents so much and he has a really good relationship with them, and then this is the one area where he like doesn't really discuss with them. So
yeah, and I think it's and again, Ilya's like, you can tell them you're gay without like listing all the guys you're fucking.
Yeah.
And like Shane bristles at that a little bit too, which like he's like, I'm not fucking other guys. And like as this episode goes, not that I truly think Ilya thinks he is, although in the book I think he was at a certain point still hooking up with other guys, or had hooked up with other guys. But I think he is just like, it's not just that I'm gay. Like, yes, I am gay, but also like it's not that I just want to tell them I'm gay. It's like that I'm in love, and I don't want to tell them half a truth. Exactly. So I think that's why he's struggling with it so much. So he kind of shoves Ilya's hand off of him, and ends the conversation. Which, Shane, you said we were being honest and open.
You swore. You made a pinky promise.
So now we're at the bonfire, Ilya's first ever bonfire. And yes, on surface, they are boring. They seem boring. When you first sit down, you're like, is this what we're going to do?
Are we doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're mesmerized.
Somehow they do turn into a thing. Like, even if you're like, really, we're going to go sit by the fire, it's always... So, yeah, they're chatting. Rose texts Shane, and Ilya immediately gets jealous. He's like, oh, texting Rose. And he's like, yeah, bro, but I'm gay. I think we're good. And he's like, not gay enough to not fuck Rose Landry.
Yeah, he's still jealous.
Which is like, shut up. You have Svetlana.
And you literally fuck everyone.
Like, he's not allowed to have one girlfriend?
Literally.
And then we get a loon call.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is that? Fucking
what?
Stupid Canadian wolf bird. And of course, Shane can like casually just do a loon call.
But yeah, that was a cringe moment for me for some reason. I was
I
like,
know.
"Ooh, I'm good on that."
Yeah. You speak bird now too?
That was funny. 'Cause he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah, you can speak every fucking language perfectly and easily." Great.
And so it cuts from that to, like, Ilya's favorite spot with people he loved, which is his head in their lap. He's just such a
Mhm.
little sweet baby boy.
He
Um,
is.
and now Shane, having previously closed off the family conversation, is trying to redeem himself and being like, "Hey, so, like, what's going on with your family?"
It's just so cute here. He looks like a statue with his hair. Like,
The
Ilya's just, like, laying in his lap. They look so relaxed, but now we get to actually talking.
Yeah, and he's like, "You must miss your family even if they suck." And
Mm,
Ilya says, "My mother didn't suck."
yeah.
And then we find out, he says, "How did she die?" And he says, "By accident." And she accidentally swallowed a bottle of pills. So we find out that she committed suicide.
Mhm.
And we find out that it happened when he was 12, which he found her, which is awful and like
Mhm.
so traumatizing, but same age as Scott Hunter.
Oh, I didn't even make that connection.
And
Yeah.
so, like, I wonder if that's why there's, like, this thread between him and Scott, because they have, like, an understanding, because obviously he would know what's
Trauma.
happened to Scott. Scott might not know how old he was or that his mother's even passed, but just I wonder if
Mhm.
maybe that's his interest in Scott a little bit.
Right. Like, you can almost, like, like, pain sees pain kinda thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, Interesting. But yeah, and anyway, we just find out that his mother really struggled, and he says, "I don't want you to think she was weak. She was so funny and beautiful, sh and she was so sad." And he says, "This is
With this part, I was just, like, tears dripping down my face.
so sad." Just, I mean, it's such a heartbreak, and this poor boy who we've come to know is, like, such a hard ass and has been
Yeah.
raised to be such a hard ass, and we see, like, the true, I don't know, defining moment of his life, the person who truly made him feel like himself that he lost, and,
Mhm.
him opening up to Shane about that is so sweet, and then it cuts away to the next cutest scene, like, we feel our feelings and then they're gone. It's the next morning, and he's laying there with his mouth open, asleep.
Like a little mouth breather.
And he opens his eyes, he says, "Good morning," and then he says, "I like
I
you."
like you.
Ah,
Oh, that's so
which
cute. It's
again, when
because
you're like,
they're in that, like, sleepy haze too, where it's like, I'm not even fully awake, so I can't even overthink this right now.
no, and when you like somebody so much that,
Mhm.
like, your system just becomes automatically, like, regulated, and you're just like, all
Yeah.
you wanna do is, like, nap and be, like, cozy, and you're just, like,
Yeah.
in that, like,
Oh, it's the
bubbly,
best.
it's so cute.
Good
Um,
morning, I like you.
it's too much.
And the sun here, every time they cut to the sun in this, it looks like, and, like, the sparkling on the water, it's so 90s, like, nostalgic
Yes. It's so good. So the boys are playing the sports, NHL. Like, what is the
on
game
the
called?
TV.
What is it called?
NHL. Isn't it just called, like,
Yeah, because the boys call it
NHL?
chell or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Fucking chill.
Fucking chell. So they're playing and, like, they're razzing each other. They're being like teenage boys, and he's like, "You're nothing." And he's like, "I'm on the fucking cover of the game."
That
It's
made
just
me die. Yeah, it's literally just like NHL 26. Like, a new
it's
game
just
comes out every year
it's just called
for each
NHL.
season. Um, yeah, that's so fun.
Shane gets a phone call from Hayden,
Mhm.
which he
This
answers, which again,
part.
like, he is, it's funny, even just, like, him answering the phone, like, Rose, like, talking to Hayden, he's too scared
Mm.
to, like, tell his parents, but he does, like, there is, like, something funny that he, like, kinda wants people to know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or, like,
Like,
he
he's like,
wants Ilya to know that he's got people, I don't know, it's funny.
somebody brought up that, like, the whole weekend he goes and, like, he talks to a bunch of different people, and Ilya doesn't, like, have one phone call or anything, and that's sad.
It is very sad
Mhm.
because, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of people to love. I mean,
Mhm.
Svetlana, but Svetlana would have left him alone because she'd know what was going on probably and was just like, "Okay, go get banged out. Love you. Bye."
Yeah, talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, this part is so funny.
Do you think so? He's like trying to mess with Shane and like sexually play with him, and he's like, "Stop! Like, I'm on the phone. Like, fuck off."
Like, hits his hand away, goes to the back of the couch,
Yeah. Do you
and
think
then
when he
Ilya
gets up that he was getting up to be like, okay, because Ilya's like, "Let's play a game. If you don't get hard, like, I'll leave you alone." Or do you think Shane was moving away being like, "Stop it," or do you think he's moving up to be like,
I think
easier
he moved up to be
access?
like, I thought he moved up to be like, "Stop it," at first, and then Ilya was like,
I know when
"Okay,
he
let's
puts his
play a
little
game."
chin on his and, like, kisses him. Oh, it's so cute.
So
And
cute.
when he points and he does the
We're good. Okay, green light, we're good to go.
Can I do
Let's
it?
go.
And he just starts giving him a big old slobby knobby. Just, it's a lot of sounds. There's
Corn on
so
the
many
cob.
sounds. Yeah.
There's so many sounds and they're so loud. I'm like, there ain't no motherfucking way Hayden's not hearing this shit. Yeah. Are you giving the Amazon driver a fucking BJ right now?
And he's like, oh, like he's not even trying to hide it. Like, you can do better than that.
And he does pause it, but like he barely pauses it.
Yeah, after he's already been moaning in the guy's ear. Yeah, and Ilya like hits him, slaps him on the face a couple times, which is so hot.
Which was apparently improvised, hey?
Just Connor being a little freak.
Just like,
I just noticed it watching it now. He does it on the couch too. When they're first laying on the couch and Shane's talking, he like hits him on the face a couple times.
oh yeah, when he goes,
yeah. So it's like his
thing.
little...
It's an endearment.
So yeah, Shane blows a load, and
Very
Ilya's
quickly.
very proud of himself for that 3-second blowjob. Which also I'm like, why men must be gay? Because anyway,
I digress.
that's just the caption of the entire men must be gay.
Men must be gay.
And Shane's like, oh my god, why was that so hot? And he's like, because you like to be bad. And he's like, yeah, but no. And he kind of, again, he's honest and he says, I do and I did, and that was kind of fun at the start, but that's not what this is anymore. Like, I'm not being bad with you. Like,
which I think was
really
really
like you.
important for Ilya to hear, because I think he was like, yeah, like you probably just want me because like this is bad and like foreign and like not, it shouldn't be done.
Yeah, I think Ilya too, like he makes those jokes all the time because he also is kind of testing. He's like,
and
waiting
he needs
for
reassurance. Yeah, like, he needs to be reassured.
Yeah. Yes.
Is that a word?
Reassurance? Yeah. No. That doesn't sound like a real world.
Nah. Sorry, I'm dumb. Keep going.
No, it is, I think. Reassurance.
Nah. P. Sherman, Wallaby Way.
Why does it not sound like a word? It's definitely a word.
This is really important. Hold on, I'm looking it up. Reassurance.
Reassurance.
Welcome to Pretty Heated, where we learn English together.
I was like, why does that sound like a name? Like, that's not reassurance.
That's what I said. P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney, Australia.
Reassurance. I'm gonna start saying reassurance.
If I could get some reassurance immediately, that would be amazing.
So good. Sorry.
Okay, I'm going back to the soccer scene here.
Yeah. So the boys are playing soccer. They've gotten their reassurance and now they're playing soccer. I'm sorry, I'm dying. And Ilya's talking. Stop. I can't. I'm gonna cry.
Literally, I just went to go make a note to call our episode reassurance, and it changed it to measurement because it's so much not a word.
It's like you are having a seizure.
It's like, you stupid bitch.
Okay. Sorry.
But you don't know math?
Yes. I'm so...
Okay. We're watching them play soccer poorly.
Yeah, not great. I'm surprised the chain here, aka Hudson Williams, get a little better. He's got like a little 1-2, but that's it. Connor's definitely better.
I also am just like, I don't know how to play soccer either, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh, I fully would have tripped over my feet right away.
Yeah, I can't even walk, period. So
I don't know who let me out of the house.
Literally.
But Ilya's saying, like, I'm a free agent next season. And Shane's like, oh, like, you wouldn't want to sign with Boston again.
And then he's like, I don't know. I think I'm maybe a Canadian team. And like, that's like, ooh, okay. And he's like, oh, you wouldn't stay in Boston? Like,
yeah, he's like, what do you mean?
These hoes ain't loyal? Question mark.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, he was like, I'd love to not have a Russian passport. So we're hearing this for the first time, which is kind of like, okay, slay. It's important though. Because it's a good segue to the next scene, which is like when they're on the couch and when their toes are touching at first, and they're just sitting there, just like me, 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 me. And also this living room, this sunken living room, give it to me right now.
So good. And the first line we get is a fucking assault.
Literally, I could marry Svetlana.
They're both just like having screen time, and out of nowhere, he's like, I can marry Svetlana.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I could do that. And Shane is like visibly distraught. He's like, is she someone you'd want to marry? Like, is that something you want to do? Like, he's like, "Wait, I thought we were on the same page here, like, we're having this great time, and now you're gonna, like, blue ball me with I could marry Svetlana?"
Well, and it's also, like, from earlier where I'm, like, clearly Shane would be getting his hopes up being like, "Oh my god,
Mhm.
like, he's talking about leaving Boston, like, he might come to Canada." And then the,
Right,
like, shoe dropping of, like, "Oh, that's why you would be not oh, because you're gonna marry Svetlana."
right, exactly, and it's just like but you've been in this situation before, pause for a sec. You know you've been in this situation where somebody's, like, playing this is what I don't love about Ilya, because I know it comes from a place of, like, he's insecure, but I'm like, "You're playing so many games, it's, like, hurting him." Like, just be like, we're trying to be honest, like, this time around, and I know it's not perfect, but I'm like, "Don't throw things out like you could marry Svetlana." Like, it looked and immediately, like, Shane just got, like, stabbed in the chest.
Well, yes, and it's like, again, he's not doing it in a way of, like, let's talk about options, like, I mean, if
Mhm,
we needed something,
mhm,
I don't know what you think, like, there's
mhm.
always he just, like, throws it out, like, as if it's a full idea, and
Yeah,
Shane's
and
like,
then he's like, "Is she someone you'd wanna marry?" Like because he's like, you like women. Like, you also like women. I don't like women." Shane's like, "I'm gay now. Like, I am gay. I know that." And he's
yes.
like, "But you could marry a woman and you could be happy with her."
Well, also, you've previously told me you actually do like this girl and have a relationship with her and have had for a long time, and she's, like, your childhood friend that you sleep with, and, like, this isn't, like, a random person, this is someone that you truly do have relation with.
Exactly, and also in your Russian monologue, all I heard was Svetlana.
So, is that what you were saying then?
Yeah, like, "Is this what we're doing? Am I your bestie and you're gonna marry Svetlana?" No, like, Shane's face acting here too, like, is
Yes.
just, like, his eyes are welling up and he's just, like, mad and
And the way
upset.
his
Like
phone immediately goes down. He's like, "But you
yeah,
do like women." And so,
mhm,
like and he's also kinda trying to gauge, he's like, "Well, you could marry someone else if" because he's like, "Do you love Svetlana? Like, is that what you're
yeah.
saying here?"
Ilya's doing cool guy thing again and, like, testing waters, and then he's like, "It would be for the passport." Like, obviously.
And
You know what I
Shane's just,
mean?
like, deep breathing and, like
Yeah, yeah, and
he's like,
then we get that, like
"I'm
he's like,
surrounded
"Yeah,
by
I mean,
beautiful
I'm
women."
surrounded by beautiful women, but I'm always thinking about this slow fucking hockey player with
Yeah, he's
beautiful
like,
freckles and a weak backhand." Killed me.
"So hot. You killed me, Hollander. I am dead." And
Literally.
he's like, "Yeah, I have this problem." And Shane just, like, melts right away. Because again, he's, like, fucking
Mhm,
with him always, and the thing is he really does care about him, but Shane's always just walking the thin ice of, like,
mhm.
where's he going with this? Is this
Yes,
just
very weak.
temporary?
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
and he's so boring and he drives this terrible car.
he's like, "Do you want that
Um,
problem to go away?" Which again,
yeah.
we've all asked that question where you're, like, asking the question, but you're, like, asking the question. You're like,
Mhm. He's
"So
like, "I
is
don't want that problem to ever" what did he I don't want that problem to ever go away.
I don't want
I
that
don't
problem to ever go away."
I don't ever want that problem to ever go away. He does ever twice.
And his sweet face looking at him when he says it, when Ilya the way he's looking at Shane, and he just
I
says, "Don't
know.
marry Svetlana.
No, he said,
Just
"Don't marry
don't.
Sveti."
Don't marry
He
that
said,
Sveti
"Don't
slut.
marry Sveti Wap. Just don't."
Just don't." He says, "I
Um,
know it wouldn't be love for love or whatever, but just don't." And he's got these
just
big
don't do
tears
it.
in his eyes, and he says, "We can figure something else out."
No, his big tears, they hurt me.
And, Ilya's face, like, again, it's like them slowly letting down, and then their little toes
Yeah.
bumping because 'cause they're both just, like, acknowledging,
Their little toes. They're just like,
um
we're on the same page. And then we're in bed and we're seeing Shane has been up all night. He has not gone to sleep. His head's against the headboard. Ilya's sound asleep.
passed
Ilya
out.
is safe space right now, right? And Shane has been like scheming and not. He's just been like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, Ilya's nervous system is regulated for the first time ever because he never feels
Yeah.
safe, and Shane's never been more on high alert.
Switcheroo.
Yeah.
Ilya's like, you try this on for size. So
Which
then Shane's like, what if he played in Ottawa? What if we started charity? Like, he's thought through plan A to Z right now.
yes, he wakes this man up out of a dead sleep and starts ranting about this plan that he's been sitting in the dark thinking about.
Mhm.
And, like, Ilya's like, "Babe, like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, why
He's
are
like,
you
"I'm
waking me up?"
sleeping."
And he's just, like, going through all the logistics of it, like, Boston and Montreal, that's, like, a huge thing, but what about Ottawa and da da da, and then, we can let the younger guys, and he's just, like, laying out this whole big plan,
And
and
Ilya's like, "Okay, we're gonna talk about this. Okay, we're talking about this.
he's like, "This is so many words. What are you getting at?"
It's very late, and this is so many words."
Like, "Baby, you wake me up and you're
Aw.
not gonna suck my dick? We're just talking?"
But we're coming in for, like, a pretty pivotal scene here. So,
Disgusting. Good.
So
And I love it's such a relationship thing when he's like, "And for the charity, we can say I approached you," and then, like, it was like, "Or I approached
right,
you." That's just, like,
he's like, "Why
such a
not
thing
me?"
you say to your boyfriend where you're like,
Yeah.
Who says you approached me?" It's like,
Yeah,
"It's
why you
hypothetical."
approaching me? He's like, "Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, bro." And we like sucking each other's dicks. Any questions? I love that part.
And he's like, "Come
Um,
on, it's a good plan."
and then Ilya's still very sleepy looking, but he's like, "Okay, yeah, it's a good plan. We're starting the charity. It won't be bullshit. Like, let's do this." And this is just like a really beautiful moment where they're starting to be like, look, Ilya's letting down. He's just like smiling, and he's like, we're gonna do this, right? Like, and he's like, he's fully in this moment. Then he's like, it wouldn't be so fucking crazy. Like, we could actually do this. This could be real. And we're only 2 hours apart the whole year, which is so nice. And then he could apply for his Canadian citizenship. He's thinking about the whole plan.
Well,
Ilya
Shane's, like,
thinks day to
laying it
day.
all out for him,
Yeah.
and I think he's never had anyone else think
We
ahead
could
for
be
him.
together for real. And Ilya is looking at him and his face is softening and he's getting so like he's like, wow, like you really think that far ahead. Like you really think that far ahead? Like I
He's
can't
like,
believe
"You've been
it.
thinking about me like that?"
Yeah. And he's like, I do about this. And I think for both of them, they haven't thought like this. And then
Is that what
Ilya
you
says, is
want?
this what you want to be together? Oh my God. I'm gonna cry
I
right
have
now.
goosebumps.
I know.
He
And
says
then
so
he's like,
much,
so much it scares me.
and he turns away because he always turns away.
And he's like about to start crying. Oh my God, we're all gonna cry here. I'm crying, you're
He's
crying, we're all crying.
crying and they
And he's touching his
kiss.
face. He says, hey. And then Ilya gets on top of Shane here
He's
and just
whispering
kisses him.
something.
He's whispering something which they purposely don't tell us
"Ja, tu
what
be
he's whispering.
lubliu.
Okay, sorry. How's it? Anyway,
Ja, tu
hold
be
on.
lubliu."
Oh mon dieu. Okay, so then he finally says, I love you. And then Shane says, holy shit. Not I love you back. And then Ilya pulls it back. I mean, and he's like, I love you too. Shane says, I love you too. Oh, and now finally, fuck Hollander.
And
Oh,
he's
oh my
just
God, I love
crying
you
in his
so much.
arms.
Oh
He just
my
starts
God.
crying.
And they finally can just say, I love you now for forever and ever. Amen.
His
And they're just
blood
holding
it's
each other.
Does it fucking kill you? Does it
Does
fucking
it
kill
fucking
you
kill you
too?
too? He says, not anymore.
Just that feeling of, like, having that much, like, I can't imagine it being magnified by the situation they've been in, but, like, before you ever say I love you to somebody and the way that buildup feels, and they have 10 years and, like,
Oh my
so much
God.
shame boiled into that and, like, have probably been feeling this for so long.
To finally say it, like the relief, I feel like they'd lose like 10 pounds of emotional weight.
Just so big and so, for Ilya, I mean, I just think specifically for him, like, having so much that he's lost and really not having a lot of people that he feels even kind of remotely safe to ever be vulnerable with, and the fact that he said it first, and I just, like, I don't know, it, like, kills my heart.
And this reminds me of like, yeah, like a 90s summer nostalgia moment. They're like outside on the rock, they have the sunrise. Ilya's smoking a cigarette because he's just like, again, safe. And like Shane doesn't love it, but Ilya's allowed to be himself still too. You know what I mean? And they're just sitting there wrapped up in their blanket. And then it's followed like the sunrise is also insane, but it's followed by maybe the one of the hottest sex scenes in this entire show. It's
Bro,
underrated. Ilya
this
is
is, I think, my
sweating.
favorite. He's so hot.
He's love drunk. Like he's
Dude,
looking
no,
in
he
his
literally his eyes, like, when somebody looks at you like that, you're like, "I have all the power in the world. Like, I can get
literally.
you to do anything right now," because he is literally love drunk.
This to me is love making. Like they said, I love you, and they're like making love here, and that like nipple suck, fucking thumb in the mouth.
One of the first times somebody told me they love me, it was, like, after or during sex, and I just remember, like, the stars in their eyes, and I, like, knew it was gonna happen, and just that feeling of, like, you both looking at each other, just, like, feeling that
Ugh.
feeling of, like, "Holy fuck, I
Like
fucking love
nothing else
you."
matters. Yes.
It looks like the best
If
sex, and
anyone could bottle that feeling up and sell it,
they would
trillionaire.
be yeah. Oh, and the more thumb in the mouth, hot.
The thumb in the mouth. This is killing me. Killed me dead.
Killed me dead.
And then we have this, oh, we I oh my gosh. He asked his mom's name. They're laying there
Post
post-sex,
yeah.
and he says it's Arena, right?
Irina.
Arena. And he says, what if he started like a summer camp for kids, give away all the money to mental health organizations?
Like suicide
Oh,
prevention. And the way
like,
his face just I can't I have full goosebumps. Ilya to me, Shane is so important and I love him, but like Ilya to me, the reckoning of someone whose life has not been filled with love, to have somebody love him like this and like let it
mm.
happen.
And that
Ugh,
she would have, and then when he says she would have loved you like I loved you,
I
like I love
can't.
you, I can't.
And also like that feeling of loving someone and not knowing parts of them and
Yeah.
not getting to like be there through that with them and
Mm-hmm.
uh
Oh, and
he
they're
says
just like
say it again in
this
Russian, please.
this scene though, like with the light coming on into Ilya's eye and like this, just like the way it's framed is so beautiful.
So beautiful, so
Oh,
intimate.
and then they are in the water, they're playing in the water. Ilya's being like childish in like the cutest way, like just,
Perfect
um
Canadian summer vibes.
yeah, handstands on the bottom.
With his
Um
water shoes on.
yeah. Um and then he acknowledges the yoga documentary that Shane was in.
Which,
And
like,
he's
at
like,
the beginning, he says that when he goes in, because Shane's like, "I had it built," and he's like, "I
mhm.
know," but
And
Shane
Shane doesn't
doesn't.
pick up on it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Bitch, I watched your shit.
And
Your
then he goes
boring
over to
shit.
him. He sits on his knee and he's like, "Gimme keys.
Gimme keys."
Gimme keys."
Have
It's
you
my
seen, like, the ones of
favorite.
them where he's like a little duck doing it? It's like the both of
No.
them, it's like a cartoon, he goes, "Gimme geese." It's so
No.
cute.
Oh, that's just like that is like happy love though, like you're like, okay, we finally love each other. They're just feeling so like playful.
The
Not
tension's
for
gone.
long.
Nope, they're
They're
walking back
walking
up.
up to the cottage and they're like, what do we want to eat? And then
Oh, and
they're
the
doing a
way
little
it's
makeout
filmed.
against. Oh, this is to me, I'm like, okay, this instantly turned into a horror movie.
No,
So,
literally, it felt like a horror movie. The way that was filmed of, like, you're over
oh.
David's shoulder and you're like, "Who the fuck?"
So yeah, Shane's dad, David is in the kitchen looking at them, and obviously this is a giant glass house, and he looks over their shoulder, and then Shane acknowledges that his dad's there,
And his dad just
and
saw his
dad
arch
is
rival.
running.
Yeah, he just saw his son's arch rival grabbing his ass and making out with him against the door, and his dad,
Ooh.
he takes off.
I was furious. I was like, Shane, I was like, David is not running away right now. I was like, fuck you. I was so mad. And then I was
Ran
like,
away.
obviously, like ran. But I think it was, to me, he was like, I did something wrong. So
Yes, he
I
was
want to
like
get out of it.
he
Like,
didn't
I
think.
shouldn't be like overstepping. But at first I thought he was like mad. And then I was like, oh no, he's like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have been here. And I should have called her. I should have like warned you that I was coming.
Yeah. And which
Yeah.
he did, which is, like,
Mm-hmm.
why they were talking about his phone, and, like, he was like, "Your
Mm-hmm.
phone was going off all morning, you left it in the
Mm-hmm.
kitchen," and it's
Mm-hmm.
because his dad was trying to get a hold of him,
Mhm.
and
And
he's
then
freaking
Shane's
out.
having a mental breakdown, which is rightfully so.
Dude,
And
that feeling of anxiety, that
ugh.
feeling, like, I know that feeling of, like, being caught or whatever, like, when those big
Mhm.
and you're just like, "I need to fucking die, like, I
I
have to
need to like
fucking
build
die."
like literally my skin is like imploding into my body. Like I'm just gonna melt into the ground, like bury me. But when he says this is my fucking nightmare, and then Ilya says, then maybe it's time to wake up, yes? I think it's like
Ugh.
a beautiful, like, okay, yeah, snap back. We got this. Like this is not like wake up. Come on,
Well, and
we
he
got
says
this.
that because he's like, you again, like back to their conversation earlier of him like, have you told your parents? Would they be bad about it? And he's like, no. And he's like, okay, well, like this is it though. You can't
Yeah, like
keep. Let's
right.
let's wake up. Let's snap
Yeah.
to.
And like let's
Apparently,
live the life we're supposed to.
Shane's whole like acting here, like Jacob Tierney said, he didn't think he was going to use it because he thought it was all too big.
Oh.
So they were like letting him do his thing, but he was like, he was like, it's not how I pictured it. And really
Hmm.
didn't think it was gonna work. And then like watching it back in the editing room was like, holy fuck, no, that's like perfect.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
When he like falls to his knees and like hugs him, because you're just like
Yeah, because it feels so
so,
real.
it feels so big. So they
He's like
decide they're gonna
making
go.
himself small, right? Like he's just like, oh, okay. Yeah. So they're deciding they're going to tell him. They're going to tell the parents together. So Ilya's in his Boston Raiders shirt.
That's not
And
gonna
Shane's
help.
like, you're really gonna wear that? That's not gonna help. And then he's like, what? They don't know I play for fucking Boston? Come on, man.
Like we got bigger
Uh,
fish to fry, babe.
yeah. Yeah. He's just looking for any excuse not to not to go right now, which is fair. But Ilya is such a strong, like powerful support in this moment. I was talking about this with somebody, and I was like, I don't think I would want my partner to be there if I was coming out, but their situation's a bit different. But I was like, I don't know. I want to talk to my parents alone.
Yeah, it's I've seen, like, there's been, like, people who are like, I wish I would have had somebody who wanted to do that with me and, like, wanted to support me through it. And even he, like, stops him as he goes to get the car, and he's like, maybe you should wait in the car. And it's just that
Yeah.
panic of, like, maybe this is a bad idea and, like, I can maybe
Mhm.
undo some of it, or it doesn't have to be this, like, big thing. And Ilya's like,
Mhm.
it's too late. Like, they
Yeah,
already
like, we're
saw me.
here. Yeah. And he's part of the moment, right? And
Yes.
then the boys are standing in the doorway. They arrive at the house. Una and David are like, David's like, I left my charger at your place. Like, I didn't have one that fit. And then Shane's like, it's okay. Like, let's just like really get to the bottom of this. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have found out that way, right? And then found out what exactly, says Una. Do you think Una knew? Like, do you think David told Una?
Yeah, I mean, they left quickly, but they still went and changed. So, like, he's been back
Hmm.
for like 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever, ahead of
Hmm.
them. I think when she's like found out what exactly, she's not being like, what happened? Like, I think she's like,
No.
found out what exactly, like, what are we
Like,
talking
what's
about?
going on? What am I looking at?
Yeah, like,
Like,
is
tell me this
what,
story of
yeah,
what is happening in front of me.
yes.
Because your dad told me his version,
Well, apparently
and now I want to know theirs.
you're kissing Ilya Rosanov in your cottage. So, like,
I also just don't think you're married for as long as Una and David, and he doesn't come home and say, like, listen, this is kind of the situation that I just saw. I don't know what's gonna happen next.
My
But
only thing is, like, maybe he wouldn't have wanted to, like, out Shane and been like,
mhm,
something just happened. I don't know what to say, but, like, in the 20 minutes, she would have been like, what the fuck is it, David? Like, you can't, drove, what did you see? Like, she wouldn't just be
mhm,
like, okay, well, let's wait to see for him to get here. Like, you'd be
right.
beating the
Well,
crap out of
what
your partner, being like, tell me.
I told my mom 6 months before my dad, and they were married forever, and I told my mom not to tell my dad, and she told me she didn't, and she took that to her grave with her. So I believe her, but like I think she might have told my dad, like, I think you need to have a chat with Becky. And
Yeah.
so, because then my dad drove up to university and we went to a pub and I bawled my eyes out and he was like, it's all good. He literally, I told my sister this morning, my dad said to me, to be honest, I never really saw you dating a man because I don't think that they can meet your emotional needs.
Somebody just said that to me earlier today.
Was it me?
Yeah.
Reassurement, baby.
The reassurance I was looking for.
I'm just trying to recruit everybody. But anyway, this
But
story is not
but
about me.
yes, but I do agree. I only think the difference there is, like, you came out to your mom and, like, had a conversation with
Mhm,
her, where, like,
exactly.
he just caught him, and also the
Mhm.
shock of that. But I do wonder if I don't know. I think he was like, "Look, I just saw, I don't know what I saw."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he was probably I don't know, just from a marriage, like, them being married that long, I'm like, I wonder what happened there. But I think he was, like, alluding to something, and then, was like, "Hey, well, tell me, what's going on?"
Mhm. Yeah.
So, yeah,
And Shane just
Shane's like, "Yeah,
drops it.
yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I'm gay." And this is Ilya Rosanov, and you already know that. Hi.
They're both just
David. Hi. They're standing there like 2 little boys, like, that just got caught,
which
and they did.
yeah.
And when Eunice says, "But you hate him," and he's like, "I mean, I get that, but no, I actually love him."
Which, like, again, like, just no bars hold at this point. Like, they're just like, he's
Mm-mm.
like, "I'm gay. This is the man I love. Would you like to sit down?"
Can we please sit down?
And
Please.
Ilya with the lovers. He's
No,
my
yeah,
lover.
we are lovers. No, oh my god, don't
Ew.
shut up.
Yeah.
Ew. No.
Lovers.
And then they're sitting at the table, and this is such a, like, safe space moment. Like, I feel like they're wanting to talk to them, like, the parents are wanting to talk, but they're like, like, "Let's talk about it. Like, this is how we do this in our family."
And it's classic.
So,
It's so, like, classic. Again, I don't know if it's Canadian, just general hospitality. It's like, we're all gonna make it. We're gonna have a coffee. We're
yeah,
gonna chat.
we're gonna chat, and we're gonna, like, just talk to me. And he's like, "Mr. Rosenoff." He's like, "Ilya." They're just trying to, like, and David are trying to figure out the timeline. So they're like, "When did this happen? How did this happen? Tell us the things." Like, what is the timeline of this? And then he's like, oh my gosh, it must have been like the what game? The
The All-Stars game?
All-Star game. And he's like, no, before that. Then he's like, since our rookie season. And then Ilya's like, no, before that. And he's like, Shane's like, fuck, okay, yeah, before
Yep.
that. Like,
Technically, yep.
technically, yes, but we don't, like, why do they need to know that?
They don't. They don't.
And then he's like, you've been in love that no.
No. He's like,
Is
"Not helpful."
lover.
I also love the part where, David's like Rosanov and he's like, "Ilya." Like,
Mhm.
he's like, "I'm not like a celebrity. I'm not like a hockey player. I'm Ilya.
Right.
Hi.
I'm
Like,
Ilya, yeah.
I'm real.
This
I'm
is
real.
me.
I'm
Yeah,
here." Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
And yeah, the
Um,
just the just. And he's like, "Yeah,
just
just
yeah.
And then who says it? Yuna?
Fiona, she goes,
L
"Lovers," to David. Like, I'm like, "Come on, David, you know this. You know that they were just fucking."
Yeah, and then she goes from coffee to vodka because these are this is how all these conversations go.
These are the times. And then they're asking if anyone knows, and they're like, "No, no, nobody knows." And they're like, "Okay, well, what's the plan? Like, what are we gonna do here?" And and oh no, the part where Yuna's like, "You never let him win, did you, Shane?" And he's like, "No, do you let dad win at fucking Uno? Uno, is that what he says?"
Uno or cards, and she's like,
Yeah,
"No, I'd
cards.
rather
She's like,
die."
"No." And he's like, "Exactly."
Which again is such like a tell of like how hard it is for them to
Mhm.
come out because like
Yes.
especially for how deep they are in it now because it's not just like if they come out and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're deeply madly in love," everyone's going to be like, "So have you been throwing games? Like
Right.
has this been a whole fucking like conspiracy that you
Right.
two
And
have
like
going
they're
on?"
you're making millions in the NHL. It's not like a light little like we're playing beer league hockey.
No. So people's other livelihoods like ride on them being authentic and really caring about what they're doing and
Which they are, but like then that's gonna be people's first assumption. So yeah. And then we're talking about whether Shane or Ilya like they're explaining that like Ilya likes both because David asks is like, "I know you as a ladies' man." Like and he's like, "No, yeah, I like both." Or Shane likes both. Or sorry, Ilya likes both. Shane's like, "I'm gay." And then we have their little feet touching under the table.
he says, "'Cause I've only been in love with one person."
Mhm.
And just, like, I don't know, their parents, like, it's, like, such a they're taking in so much information, but, like,
Yeah.
also the fact of, like, seeing it'd be so much to catch up to because 'cause you're like, "Okay, you're, like, telling us this thing that you've been hiding for so long," but, like, outside of that, it's, like, also we have to catch up to the fact that you're, like, in love? Like,
No, literally.
we've and
Right.
I think that's what, like, sometimes gets missed a little bit because obviously the gay part of this is so massive and important.
Mhm.
We could pause before he talks to
Yeah.
Una, but, like, they say that and she gets up and leaves from the table and it's like I just imagine as a parent which I
Mhm.
think is like what she's like reckoning with is I've missed all of this. I
Exactly.
didn't get to watch you fall in love. I've never gotten to be a part of
Yeah.
this process at all
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's all already happened. I don't know.
It's so true.
I wasn't there for you for any of it.
That's why when people were saying they were upset about her reaction, I was like, "No, no, no. That's not a reaction of somebody who's mad at him. She's mad at herself that, like, she
She's
didn't have this like, she didn't do something right, she thinks, to make sure he felt safe talking to her."
She's so disappointed in this she's so involved in this kid's life and she has
Mhm.
missed like probably one of the joys of parenthood which is watching your kid find
That's so
somebody and
true.
be in love and the frustration she must feel
Mhm.
because they are accepting people and she's like and
Mhm.
yet he lives in a world where he didn't think he could tell me that and I didn't get to witness his love and his joy because he thought he couldn't tell me because I at some point somewhere have made him feel like he couldn't.
So true. And we did miss a little part, but I think this was another telling moment for the parents. But when she was like, "So what's the plan?" Because she's a plan person. That's where Shane gets it. And she's like, "You guys you're just gonna like do this till you retire." And like that's what David says. And then Yuna's like, "No," like and they're like, "Yeah, I guess so." And Yuna's like, "No, that's so sad." Like she's like, "I don't like that's not what I want for you guys. Like I don't want that." So
Yeah.
she's dealing with a lot. So she excuses herself from the table. Like she doesn't really say much, but she just like is trying to hold it all together. But she goes outside to have a little cry.
Yeah, and we get again a classic Canadian summer. He's bringing her out like a shawl or a cardigan because it's always
Yeah.
immediately cold after
15
the
degrees.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah. He's just they're having their private moment and they really need this moment, like mother and son.
and they're both so pent up with all of it.
Mhm. And
It's
she's
so
just
like
like you said, she's realizing all of it right now, so it's a lot of information to throw at her, and I think that's why Shane didn't want her to find out this way, and then when he's like, I need you to know I did really try." And I think
uh,
he was saying, like, "I really tried to be straight."
I know
Like,
he's like I've really tried to like not do this
"Not
to
and I'm
you.
sorry." And then she is, like, beside herself. She's like, "You have nothing to apologize for. Like, look at me. Like, don't." like, I was bawling at this part.
I am
She's
bawling.
like,
I can't.
She's like, look at me. Like, look at me right now. Like, you are not apologizing for this. And she's just like, I'm sorry that I made you feel like you couldn't tell me, which is so sad. And the really important part here is Shane doesn't say you, it's not you, it's not you. He's like, he's upset and he's acknowledging his heart, and he's like, no, I like, she's like, I'm so proud of you. And he's like, okay, like, and also he's like, no, thank you for saying to me, like, please, she says, please forgive me. And he says, I do. Like, I forgive you, Mom.
I forgive you.
He's not saying like you have nothing to be sorry for. He's like, yeah, I do forgive you because there was a part of me that didn't feel safe, and like you need me to forgive you, and you're forgiven, and like let's move through this. And then they're like, I love you. I love you too. That's such a beautiful moment. And I think I heard from so many people that this was just like such a healing moment for them because they didn't have an experience like this. So it's
No.
like this is like cosplaying what they could have had, which is
And
very sad.
it's so I think it's so interesting and big because he has such like a close-knit family.
Exactly.
And that's also the beauty in this moment because they do roll through it quickly because there isn't this big we don't know you. Who are you? Like they're like,
Mhm.
we know you so well, and yet you didn't tell us this part, and that makes
Mhm.
us feel horrible. But
Mhm.
also like we are so in love with you and so
Mhm.
proud of you, and like
Mhm. No, and then
regardless
she's
of
like,
what
I love she like wipes her tears and she's like, okay, okay, enough. Like, what's the plan? We're moving into
business.
Kris Jenner
Yeah, she's back
Unimoon.
to
Una
momager.
Jenner.
Yeah.
And she's like talking about Reebok. She's talking about Rolex. She's like, okay, we're gonna do something classy and simple. They'll be happy. Maybe we'll talk to Speedo. Like, they'll be thrilled, I think.
Speedo's gonna love
Once they
it.
wrap their minds about this, there's a world of opportunity here. She's like, okay, let's go.
Yeah,
And then he's like, Shane's like, can we just calm down for a second? Everybody calm down. And Shane is just like, oh my God, I think he's just hitting him too, right? Like he's like, I don't know what's happening here. And then Yuna's like, you play in Ottawa? Like, because they're talking about what the plan might be.
and he's like, because it's closer for the charity.
Yeah. And then she's like, you would leave Boston, Shane? And then she's really upset.
Yeah, she's like, where's your loyalty? And Shane's like, his loyalty is to me. Is that not good enough loyalty? But it also is true, right? It's like, I mean, he's just gonna abandon this thing he's done. You know, they did
Yeah.
give him his career.
And Shane's like, my mom cares a little bit too much about hockey. And Ilya's like, yeah, I see where you get it.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about how Ilya did talk to Scott Hunter.
Which Shane was
Um,
like, oh.
yeah. Oh, okay. But he's like, I didn't tell him about us, but it did change things for us. Like,
Yeah.
it changed things for everybody. And
And
now Shane is having a panic attack.
Hollander, you're having panic attack.
Literally. Head's on the table. He's stressed. Ilya's instantly rubbing his back and comforting him. He's like, I'm just freaking out. It's okay.
Hey,
It's okay. I'm
we're
fine.
good here.
It's like, we're good here. Your family is here. Your boyfriend is here.
You're good here,
I'm like,
okay? And Shane, like, so all of us is like, boyfriend?
but you're my boyfriend? And it's like, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think
I think so,
I think
probably. Yeah.
probably.
I mean, we've just been fucking and saying we're in love with each other and planning our lives together. Yeah, I think you're my boyfriend.
I think after you
You
named
might
charity
be my
after my mother.
husband.
Yeah, turns out I think we're married.
For the love of God. And now I love this transition into like normalcy. It's like restored in the world. Like they're like, okay, we'll pick up chicken. So like we're gonna come for dinner. And they're like, please call first.
Please
And
call. Even Ilya's like, please text.
yeah, call, text, send a pigeon, whatever you need to do.
Knock.
Knock. Don't look in the windows. Wear your blindfolds when you come. And now we're getting the boys in their final scene of this series so far is they're driving off into the sunset.
With Caitlin Russo playing.
Oh, that's such a good song. And it's just so beautiful. And they're just holding hands and we're getting their beautiful moment of just driving off together and just like happiness. Like it's like they
They're
get
quite
to be who
literally
they
driving
are.
off into the sunset.
Yeah. They're getting their moment. And I think I said this before, but somebody had said to me like, oh, I thought it was like kind of boring at the end. I'm like, no. Do you know how not boring this is and how pivotal this is for the queer community? Like we're always being like blown up or killed or something, or like somebody dies or somebody doesn't accept them and they just get this peace at the end. And it's like
They
so beautiful.
actually get like a happy ending, and it's not like this cheesy big happy ending. Like it's not, like the Scott and Kip, that wasn't cheesy either. It was like
No.
obviously it doesn't tell their full story, but that was like this big declaration and this feel good moment. And
Mm-hmm.
this is such a feel good moment, but it's quiet, it's real, like it's
Mm-hmm.
what you dream of after 10 years of hiding and lying to everyone and not being with the person you want to be with, is like we literally can just go back to my cottage and my parents can come over for dinner.
And like life is restored. Like
And like
everybody is good.
but both
Nothing
of them have
bad
been wanting
happened.
that so bad, because like Shane, again, he has been lying. He has this beautiful family, but he hasn't been able to like have this full relationship and his own life within their family
Totally.
unit. And Ilya's never had this kind of home life. He's never had parents. He's never had people who he wants to have dinner with and cuddle
Mhm.
with. And I just love like how it's ending, and it's just they're so happy together and they're so touchy, and it's just like that feeling of like, oh my god, it actually worked out, like it's gonna be okay, like we're gonna
My
be
toxic
okay.
ass though is like, aren't you like stressed now that there's no more like drama?
I know,
Like
like, are you
or
guys
no more
actually gonna be
chasing?
happy together?
Yeah, are you guys like actually gonna be happy now?
Are you bored yet?
Or do you hate each other? Like was this all because you know what I mean? Like that like I'm like I've had that it's like okay, well so everything's good?
That's oh
Everything's
great, so
just good?
we're just fine.
So now I have to just be good? That's just an unhealed person's point of view.
But it's so sweet, and
Mhm.
Bad Things is such a good song.
Oh,
And
so good.
oh, it ends on him grabbing his face, and like literally it just feels so good, and it felt like such a
It feels like the sun hitting your face. Like it's literally just like, oh,
and I guess
it's a brilliant finish.
they had to when they did it the first time, because there was so much big emotion, they've both just been acting all these scenes and it was so intense. I guess Jacob Tierney, he said like the first time they filmed it, they were like both sad and kind of crying, and like it was the end of the show and there was just like all these big feelings, and he had to like stop. He's like cut guys, and he's like, we're supposed to be happy here, like can you be doing boyfriend things, because they were both like sitting in the car like crying and like
See, I
he's
knew they couldn't be happy.
yeah, he was like, "Can we not make it like you guys are excited to go to dinner? Like you're not driving to your funerals. Like this is a good thing." And they were both like, "Right, yeah."
Oh, okay. This actually reminds me though, like, you know what? This is like the smallest drop in the bucket, but like, remember when we were apart? Obviously, I don't know if anybody knows this yet, but Jess and I were in Beauty and the Beast, the musical.
I'm sure
We
we're.
we both tried out for like very major roles, and we both got cast as like napkin number 4 and 5 and the wolves.
And the wolves, really integral to
There
the
are no
entire performance.
you didn't know there were napkins in Beauty and the Beast that were
Y-
cast? Well,
You're not a true fan.
you're finding out now.
I also got to play the weird lady who goes, "Now it's no wonder that her name means beauty." That was it.
Her lips have got no
Parallel.
parallel, but behind this fair facade,
She's rough. It's a wonder
very
we did.
different from the rest of
Bell. Na, na, na. This is why we didn't get cast.
I was gonna say you guys can tell now why we weren't cast as major roles. But anyway, what I was gonna say is that at the end of that, do you remember how we were like these tiny little roles, but do you remember the like collective feeling of like finishing something like that and how you were so bonded to the people that you were like doing this with and like going like doing these shows night after night with? I'm like, I can't even imagine finishing a show like this and being like, we did it.
No, it's honestly always been, I've always had like a very not surprising to anyone who's listened to this, like obsession with like TV casts and like
Uh-huh.
their actual relationships. Like it was always my dream to be on like a teen drama show where like they all become best friends and like everyone
Right.
hangs out in real life, and just that feeling of like, I mean, I'll never forget when the OC ended. I literally, my mom had to like, everyone was over at my house and my mom had to bring me a cold cloth. All of the stories I've told is just telling how traumatized as a human I am. But like sobbing
In the best way.
hysterically when it ended, like sobbing like I couldn't, because I just can't, I'm like, how is it over? Like, how are we just done?
Yeah, literally can't like grapple with the end. And that's how I felt like when anytime there is an end, I can't deal with it.
And I mean, again, we're so lucky. Times have changed now where we now get to see these people do a million things and see their stories and where they go, because normally when it would end, that was it. But
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine
It's
that
true.
feeling. Yeah, like we're in this musical, and again, you spend all this time with these people, and even when you're not the lead, even when
Yeah.
you're not important
Even when
really
you
to
are napkin number 5,
yeah, but napkin number 5, some of those scenes would have been quiet without us in them,
100%, I agree, and we got to do it together hand in hand, baby girl.
but this is it. And that
Well,
truly,
that
when you
feeling.
find someone, when you do things like this with someone and you find, and like there is that, it feels like just the most safety net thing of like, holy crap, like we're really in this forever now.
I remember too. Just like the attraction you have to the people because your bubble is so small. So there's like certain people I was attracted to that I was like, when you get out of it and shake your head, you're like, Jesus fucking Christ, what
N-
was that?
No, I get
Like,
why Ariana ended up with Ethan Slater. Like it happens to the best of us. The band geeks all of a sudden
oh,
are kind of funny.
no, it's just like the world you guys are like, it's so weird. It's like you're in this world and it becomes like, so I can't even imagine. That's all I'm trying to get at here. It's just like the feeling of finishing something as like emotionally charged as this.
Yeah. Have
And
you
then
seen
being
the
like
clip when they filmed? Because I think the last thing they filmed was the fire
the
pit,
fire pit. Yeah.
and Jacob Tierney's behind them, and like they're both just crying.
Watched it a million times because I'm like soaking in that feeling.
No,
I'm
those
like,
mirror neurons are so powerful. Anyway, if anyone wants to put us in some kind of large scale TV production or theater show,
I think we need to get into it, girl, because I think we got a lot of passion here.
there are people who still do adult community theater.
We
Maybe
could do
we need
adult films.
we could do an we could produce an adult film with
We
deep
could.
deep feelings and
Deep feelings.
deep
We already know
stuff.
our cast.
Um, wow. I mean, truly,
Wow.
like
A
the
remarkable
biggest
series.
thank you to Rachel Reed and Jacob Tierney and the cast and crew of Heated Rivalry. I mean, this show, I'm honestly trying really hard not to like just be depressed right now. This has been such like an fixation, an outlet, and distraction, and enjoyable,
Enjoyable
obsessed,
but painful, but enjoyable.
painful,
But then
and
all you remember is I just need to put it back on and I'll be
well,
okay again.
literally, Becky. I mean, this show ended near 3 months ago, and we are here still rewatching and talking about it, and both that
Like
makes us
when the
both
fuck has that happened?
no, it makes us
Never.
mentally unwell and insane, but it also is just a testament to like what a fucking beautiful piece of art it is, what a
I agree.
healing piece of art it is to end it the way they ended it. I mean,
Insane.
we're so lucky that there's going to be more of it, but like
Yeah.
had that been a standalone offering to the world, like thank you.
Thank
Truly
you. It was perfect. No notes.
such
0 notes.
incredible acting, such incredible performances. I just
And we will be here for season 2 and we'll probably be doing some live watching together.
yeah, it's gonna be riveting and hot, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't believe that we just
We
completed
did it.
episode 6.
Thanks for being here if you're still here.
What was your favorite Shane and Ilya moment of the last episode?
My favorite Shane moment was I think it was there's so many good ones, but I think my favorite Shane moment was his chat with his mom and like how like raw and real and beautiful that was and like really cracked me wide open. Um so beautiful and his acting and that was really really good. I think my favorite Ilya moment was he had so many funny ones. I love when he was like, "Oh, McGill. The fuck is McGill?"
The
Like he
fuck
had so
is
many
McGill?
funny moments in it, but I think
McGill.
my favorite was the scene where they were like laying and he's just like she would have loved you talking about his mom like I love you. And then like that framing was so beautiful.
So
Um
beautiful.
yeah, I think those were my favorite. What about you?
I do love Shane and Yuna. That's a really beautiful moment. I also really love the couch scene
Mm-hmm.
that I Could Marry
Mm,
Svetlana. I just like his acting and that is so beautiful, and like just the reckoning of all the things he's told himself that like it's fine, it doesn't, you don't need
it
to get
doesn't
too deep
matter.
in this,
Yeah.
and he's like, I am so in love with you.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite is that whole scene with Ilya and them talking about the future and what it's going to be, and just like watching Ilya like soften and break slowly, and then him saying, I just like it's so beautiful and sweet, and I just like root for that character so much. Just somebody
Yeah.
who like really needed a safe place to fall, and like Shane can be that because Shane has had it his whole life, and he is able to give that to Ilya, and they're so sweet together.
And he deserves it.
Yeah, too bad,
Ah,
you.
okay, I'm gonna have to brush up on my Russian here.
That's all you know what? I'm so insane that, like, after the monologue episode, I downloaded Duolingo and was like, "I'm gonna learn Russian," and I was like, "No, I'm clearly not."
Never mind, but I wanted to, and that's what
Yeah,
counts.
but that's what
Um,
it made us feel.
Next season, we're gonna know Russian.
If next season comes out in a different lifetime, we're gonna know Russian.
Well, thank you all for being here. We are gonna keep talking. Like anytime the boys do things, we'll Jess will know about it. And she'll let me know what's happening.
Yeah, we're not going
Um,
anywhere.
no, we're gonna just chat about all the things in the world, not
Yeah.
the heavy things. I'm sorry, we're just not like we discuss them a lot ourselves. And obviously, we'll definitely be bringing some stuff here, but we want this to be like a light space that we can rant in a way that makes you feel seen and maybe you can laugh a bit. But yeah, we're gonna touch on so many things.
So
There's
many
gonna be
things.
no structure.
We're gonna have some guest episodes. Things are gonna keep
Yeah.
happening, so don't go anywhere. If you came for the boys, stay for the gals.
So true. If you came for the boys, come for the girls.
Listen, equality, you know?
Equality. Yep. And as always, we will see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Hotties, heaters.
Bye,
Love ya.
hotties. Mwah.